So this is my entry for the Reallusion Animation at Work contest for 2022, and it is for one of my stories, The Greatest Story. That is the name of the series, and this is episode 1, and the story is basically about an old man that just tells stories from the Bible. And the purpose of this series is just for churches or Sunday schools to help kids understand the Bible better. So it is a Christian show. So how did I create this series? Well, the first thing that I did was I created a script. So I used a free software Kit Scenarist, and I wrote my script, and it's very short. It is, let's see, about 5 pages. So it's very short, and once that is done, I created my characters inside Clip Studio Paint. This is my graphics software that I use, and then I can basically start. So if I just press play quickly,
I wish I knew how the story should begin. Looks like I'll have to start all over again. Hey.
so that is just a clip from the first scene of my animation. And so what I basically did is I imported the backdrop as well as my character, and then the first thing I did was I recorded the voiceovers, which a friend of mine did, and I basically import the audio, and I animate the characters or the character over the voiceover. So that's the first thing I did. And then what I like about this software is as I animate and I need new sprites, for instance, hand sprites or eye sprites or eyebrow or any mouth sprites, anything that I maybe require in my animation, I can always just click, just with a click of a button, I can edit my characters. But what I want to show you just how easy this is, I can now just with a click of a button, it will send this character to Clip Studio Paint, my animation or my software that I use for my artwork, and then it will basically import everything. Let's just say head and body is, I want everything, launch, and then it will open up Clip Studio Paint, and here is my character. Everything is in the folders where it needs to be. So if I want to create a hand sprite, I can just go to the hand, and I can just maybe create a new layer, and I can just a quick hand, and basically once I am done I can save it. And the great thing is it will automatically import those changes into my character. I can go back to my animation and I can continue with my animation. So this is what I like about Cartoon Animator 4. It is so easy, it is so fast. Just with a click of a button, I can just open up Clip Studio Paint. Everything is ready, and I can make my adjustments, and with a click of a button, everything is back, and I can continue with my animation. So that is one awesome feature. And then obviously here's my animation, and I can continue with my animation. Once this was done, I would just export the or render the video, make sure MPEG 4 and just the ratio, and I will export it, and I uploaded everything onto Premiere Pro, and that's my editing software, and I will just animate everything there. Then in the story, there's a section where there's a section where, as he retells the story, there's some characters, Bible characters, and that appears in the story inside the pages. And basically, those images were also created inside Cartoon Animator 4. So it's basically this Bible buddy characters that I created a long time ago. And what I did was, I've got a whole library of Bible characters, and that made my job so much easier. So what I did was, I could just simply pose my characters how I wanted them to be for those specific poses in my story. So I would pose my characters, and what I will do then is I would just, let me just get a rough something like that, and let's just, yeah. So basically what I then would do is I would render image, current frame PNG. And what I did was, just to make sure I don't lose any quality, I would make it a 4K image and export. And then in my editing software, I could then use those images and create the animation or the effects that I want to tell the story. So even the drawings inside the book are also used Cartoon Animator 4. It really, because I have all those characters pre-designed a long time ago, it made my job so much easier and faster. I don't have to draw every single image. I could just load up a character, get the pose right, save the image, and there I go, my image is done. So it really saved me a lot of time. And that is how I created my first episode of The Greatest Story. It was actually so much fun using the software. I do a lot of animation. I've got my own streaming platform, and I only use Cartoon Animator 4 for my 2D animation. So I hope you enjoyed this video.